Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session on compliance requirements for supplying dietary and food supplements to the U.S. market. This presentation is designed specifically for foreign manufacturers looking to expand into the U.S. and navigate its complex regulatory environment. Let's dive in and explore how to ensure your products meet every critical requirement smoothly and confidently. In this presentation, we will cover several topics including why compliance matters, key authorities and regulations, compliance documents for U.S. dietary supplement imports, FSVP requirements, and ensuring compliance before shipping. So why does compliance matter? First and foremost, it's about consumer safety. Regulatory compliance ensures your supplements are safe, clean, and accurately labeled. Next, it's a legal necessity. Non-compliance can lead to harsh penalties, including product recalls and even being banned from the US market. Then there's market access. Without the right documentation, your product won't make it to the shelves or even past customs. And lastly, compliance reduces the risk of contamination and legal liabilities, protecting both your customers and your brand reputation. Let's look at who's in charge of compliance. First, the FDA. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is the primary authority overseeing facility registration, labeling, GMP standards, and safety. Next is the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which ensures that your paperwork and product labeling meet import requirements. And finally, the Federal Trade Commission, which enforces rules around truthful and non-misleading market claims under DSHEA and the FTC Act. Now let's take a closer look at the documentation required to ensure your dietary supplements are fully compliant and ready for entry into the U.S. market. From the FDA facility registration certificate down to the recall complaint history, this is where your compliance journey becomes very document-driven. The U.S. market requires a robust set of records that demonstrate your product's safety, quality, legality, and traceability from end to end. Each document listed here serves a specific purpose, whether it's ensuring your product is safe for consumption, properly labeled, or legally imported under FDA and customs regulation. Now let's explore the compliance documents for U.S. imports, starting with the FDA Facility Registration Certificate. Your facility must be registered with the FDA before you can manufacture or ship products to the U.S. This confirms you're recognized as a legal manufacturer and helps ensure regulatory oversight. Then, there's the Hazard Analysis or HACCP plan. This is your documented safety plan. It identifies and controls risks like contamination. It's a key part of FDA inspections and proves you're managing product safety proactively. These two documents form the foundation of your compliance. Without them, market entry is impossible. Next, we have two essential quality documents. The Certificate of Analysis is a lab-issued document that confirms the product's identity, potency, purity, and safety for each batch. U.S. importers rely on it to ensure the product meets FDA standards and matches label claims. A strong COA builds trust and supports faster clearance. Next is the product specification sheet. This outlines the ingredients, appearance, dosage, and quality limits. It ensures product consistency and helps importers approve and verify shipments. Together, these documents demonstrate that your product is safe, consistent, and ready for the U.S. market. Now we come to microbial and heavy metal testing reports. These lab results confirm your product meets U.S. safety limits for harmful pathogens and toxic metals, especially lead, arsenic, cadmium, and mercury. They're essential for importer approval and FDA compliance. Equally important is your FDA compliant label. Each supplement sold in the US must follow strict FDA formatting and labeling guidelines. Failure to do so can result in immediate customs rejection. Your label must meet FDA standards. This includes correct formatting, ingredient listings, warnings, and manufacturer details. Even minor errors can lead to border detentions or product refusals. All U.S. dietary supplements must include a supplement facts panel. This is standardized panel required on all dietary supplements sold in the U.S. It must accurately list nutrients, active ingredients, and dosages and follow strict FDA formatting. Before your product arrives in the US, you must submit an electronic notice to the FDA. If this step is skipped or done incorrectly, your shipment may be refused or delayed at customs. The commercial invoice is a formal record of the sale. It includes product descriptions, quantities, pricing, and declared value. It ensures transparency and helps U.S. Customs access duties and verify the shipment. Meanwhile, the packing list lists every item in the shipment, including quantities and packaging details. It must accurately reflect the physical contents, and any mismatch can trigger inspections and delay entry. The country of origin certificate declares where your product was manufactured or processed. It can affect labeling, for example, using made in the country, and may also impact tariffs or trade agreements. Then there's the bill of lading or airway bill. This is the transport document for international shipments. It includes shipment origin, destination, and contents, and is essential for customs clearance and freight tracking by your U.S. partners. Next is the marketing and website claims compliance. All health-related claims used in your U.S. marketing, whether on packaging, websites, or ads, must be truthful, legal, and evidence-based. Internal documentation should confirm that claims are substantiated to avoid FDA or FTC enforcement. And then, the third-party GMP audit report is a report that verifies that your facility follows good manufacturing practices. It's often required by large U.S. importers, distributors, and platforms like Amazon. It adds credibility and shows you're inspection ready. Next is the GMP certificate, ISO 22000, FSSC 22000. These certifications confirm your compliance with globally recognized food safety standards like good manufacturing practices. While not mandatory, they enhance trust with U.S. buyers and help support supplier verification under the Foreign Supplier Verification Program or FSVP. And then the product listing in DSLD is an optional listing in the FDA's Dietary Supplement Label database. It increases brand visibility, provides greater transparency, and is a valuable reference for U.S. consumers and regulators when evaluating products. Next is the structure, function, claim disclaimer. If your product makes structure or function claims, like supports digestion, a disclaimer is required. This disclaimer must be included on the label as per 21 CFR 101.93. Failure to comply can result in FDA warnings or product holds at customs. And then the recall or complaint history. Manufacturers must keep records of any product recalls or consumer complaints. This is crucial for FDA inspections and is often requested during supplier qualification process under the Foreign Supplier Verification Program. Next is the Foreign Supplier Verification Program requirements from the U.S. agent for foreign facility down to the FSVP importer identification. First is the U.S. agent. A U.S.-based representative must be designated as a communication link between the FDA and the foreign manufacturer. The U.S. agent is crucial for relaying compliance inquiries, notices, and inspections. This role also supports importer assurance under the Foreign Supplier Verification Program. And then the FSVP program is a documented food safety verification plan that outlines how the importer ensures the foreign supplier provides safe, FDA compliant products. The foreign supplier must provide the necessary documentation to help U.S. importers develop and maintain this plan. It includes hazard analysis, evaluation, and monitoring activities to ensure ongoing compliance. Next is the FSVP qualified individual. The qualified individual or QI is responsible for developing and implementing the FSVP plan. This person must have the appropriate education, training, or experience to ensure proper compliance. Foreign suppliers may be required to share safety and compliance data directly with the QI. And the FSVP supplier verification activities are ongoing activities conducted by the U.S. importer to verify the foreign supplier's compliance with U.S. safety standards. Verification can include audits, testing, certificates of analysis, and reviews of safety records. The supplier must support this process by providing access to audits, certifications, lab results, and other relevant compliance documentation. Lastly is the FSVP importer identification. This refers to the information submitted to U.S. Customs and FDA during each shipment, identifying the responsible FSVP importer. The foreign supplier must work with their importer to ensure that entry filings are accurate. If the correct importer identification is not provided, the products may be detained at customs. For the next topic, how can we ensure compliance before shipping? Here are some points. First is final compliance review. Double check that all product certifications, registrations, and regulatory requirements are met based on U.S. import laws. Next is document accuracy check. Review all export and import documents for completeness and accuracy, including invoices, labels, declarations, and compliance paperwork. Next is internal inspection and label verification. Conduct a last round quality control and confirm that product labels match U.S. requirements, like their language, units, and claims. And lastly, confirm with importer and customs broker. Coordinate with your U.S. importer and broker to validate import responsibilities, tariff codes, and customs entry requirements. That brings us to the end of our session. At Consultaire, we specialize in helping international manufacturers successfully enter the U.S. market with confidence. If you have any questions or would like to support with your compliance journey, we're here to help. Let's build your brand together. Thank you.